All right. Hi, guys. We are on finally. Oh, my goodness. This has been quite the night, quite the crazy night. So, hopefully, you all aren't asleep yet. Waiting for me, I swear. I am going to just make sure it looks like everything is good. Okay, we'll give it some time for people to join. So, it looks like sweet. It looks like Facebook is up and going. And
Crazy night. So
oh, let's turn that
hopefully,
off. Whoa, end up hearing myself there. So okay, we'll give it some time. Hopefully people aren't in bed. It's Friday night, right? Who goes to bed? Who goes to bed this early? Not I, said the fly. So we'll see. Hi, Michelle. Yay. Some people are still awake and bearing with me tonight. It's just been one of those nights and one of those days, as you know, all together. So um, let's see. Oh, hi, Monica. Hi, Paige. Hello, love. I'm so glad you guys hopped on. I thought, it's only 8:30. I'm just, a couple hours late, but um, it's all in good reason. I mean, there's just a lot of energy coming through and a lot of souls that I feel there's so much intention, I think, because of the fact that tomorrow is the 222 portal. So it's February 22nd. And when we have that 222 portal, it sometimes tends to have the energy be even more intense, or just more, messages come through, and that's really how it's been today. But um, I had a reading earlier that, well, actually, I had a couple readings that it was supposed to happen, and I could not get any connection with Wi-Fi. I couldn't get not YouTube, Zoom to work, and then I would text people on my phone or message, and it was the weirdest shit. I would message, and then like I'd be a couple sentences in, and then all of a sudden it would erase like all the way almost to the beginning again, or the first sentence. It was so bizarre. I don't know. So I just sat here and I kind of giggled and laughed. And then the one gal that I did get a chance to get to her reading today because of all this craziness, we're actually moving her to tomorrow because I felt her husband, we found out, is who was starting to come through. And he had mentioned that the number 22, the 22nd tomorrow, is a very significant number or date. And so um, her uncle passed on or I'm sorry, his birthday is February 22nd. So, and her uncle has passed. So we know her uncle was trying to come through and validate tomorrow as the date. But her husband passed in 2022, this month. So anyway, it just incredible messages, and uh, so crazy. The minute I start to feel all that energy, my like face starts to get itchy. It's so bizarre. So we're gonna just jump right into getting some readings going tonight with all of this amazing energy. But let's see. I want to say hi to some peeps. If you're on, if anyone's joined on YouTube, say hello. So I see lots of Facebook peeps. I love it. And if you have YouTube, I always suggest hopping on YouTube on my YouTube channel and joining that way, because you can't get the scammers, the trolls that hop on and send you, the ridiculous messages of, when they send, what is my favorite is Grand Rising, and then it says, "Oh, my love, send me a picture of your palm," or what is your sign? And just know that those are the ones that are, out to scam you. So just be careful. But they um, they cannot affect if you are on YouTube. So just kind of a little bit of information. But if you feel comfortable watching on good old Facebook, then stay right wherever you are. So hi, Mama. Oh, my mother-in-law's on. I love it. Let's see who else. Bridget. Hi, Bridget. I'm so glad that you're on YouTube and said hello. Then I know that I didn't mess up my YouTube, my YouTube connection here. So let's see. Jessica Garcia. Hi, Jessica. Josephina. Valerie. Let's see. Loretta, hello, hello, my friend. And Daylene is here. Hi, Jeffrey Hollinger. Good to see you on, my friend. Holly Hill is here. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, we've got lots of amazing things coming and all these beautiful messages already coming through. So, and Susan's on. Hi, Susan. Long time no see. Um, and Ashley Mann, Amber Harrington, I love it. I'm so glad you guys are still up on this Friday night when I'm super, 2 hours later than what I wanted, but it was not, it was not me this time. It was not me. It was your someone's loved ones in spirit that were just a lot of energy and a bit of a jokester type energy. So, but hi, Nettie. Good to see you here too, hon. Uh, anyhow, so let's get some readings going, shall we? Because I want to get rid of this energy that I've got that's all around. Not get rid that. I want to get their messages shared so that they can leave my space and go back to you all. How's that? um, so let's see. Oh, Monica said, "Hey, Steph, anything for my brother? I feel he's trying to tell me something. Also, my husband has been trying." Oh, I love that. Well, we'll see what happens tonight. I don't know if you guys saw my post, but I did mention that uh, just a lot of what I was getting were men, tonight. So have a lot of fathers and husbands that have been coming through, and really specifically ones that were kind of mischievous, I guess, if you will, jokesters, So just, yeah, just keep in mind that there's a lot of that. Absolutely. So also, I kept hearing the name Joe or Joseph, and younger male. Feel like that the passing was very tragic. It feels to me it was the energy very heavy. Also, his passing was uh, something also to do with the head, whether that caused his passing, or at the time of his passing he had other injuries to the head, if that makes sense. So so I do have that soul that's been trying to come forward. So let me know if that connects with you, and we will get these messages. So let's see. Loretta said Dennis was a jokester. Right, that's exactly. Tonight has just been just a lot of that mischievous male energy that's been just messing with me. So, does anyone connect with the name Joe or Joseph? It can even be middle name, and connected to them. Very tragic passing, but also the head was a big part of this. There's a lot of trauma or injury to the head. So, hi Tyson, it's my adopted son. I love that you guys are all playing video games and watching mom do her thing. I love it. So keep that in mind. I'll watch for your comments if anybody connects with that name. With those validations. So a couple things really quick, and then I'm going to hop right in because it's just been a lot. So tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, obviously you have to be here in Utah, unless you want to fly here and come see me. I have my first all ages event at the Loft Studio that's in Lehi. So it is an all ages event. So you can bring, children. I just say, I prefer that they be 12 or older, just because attention span isn't there if they're younger, unless you feel that your child who is, younger than 12 would be able to sit through a couple hours and just be really, respectful, but also feeling, be engaged in what's happening. So the tickets are $33 per person. It is at Lehi, in Lehi at the Loft Studio. You guys, I'm telling you, the studio, the energy, it's an old building. And my husband did a photo shoot there not long ago, and the energy is incredible. It's on old Lehigh ground. It's near this railroad. It is so it's just a beautiful building. So um, you guys that are here, that are watching, that if you would like to come to the event tomorrow, I'm going to be doing right now a special. It is buy one, get one free. This is huge. So literally 2 tickets for $33. So you can't go to a movie for that much. So if you are interested in going to the event tomorrow in Lehigh at the Loft Studio, if you are on the live, this is the only place I'm going to be announcing this. So you can purchase, when you purchase one ticket, you go to the website, mini-medium.com. And if you're interested after the live tonight, or message me now and I'll give you the info. But after tonight, the tickets will go back to 33 a person. So it's buy one, get one free. And I'm telling you, it's going to be an amazing event. So Maria, you get tickets by going to my website. That's mini-medium.com. You know what I'll do? I'm going to comment. I'll put it in the comments here. And let's see here. I should have put it in earlier, but I put in something else there. So let's see. Okay, purchase. Oh, gee. Whoops. Just kidding. Oh, oh my good Lord. Come on, fingers. Okay, so to purchase BOGO tickets, let's see. There we go. Okay, cool beans. I just put it in the chat. Okay, so go to mini-medium.com. You'll go to the event that is that will be showing. When you go to the website, it'll show the event, purchase the ticket, and then my assistant, Savannah, will send you 2 tickets. So you guys, this is huge. So buy one, get one free. It's, bring, you can, like I said, you can bring a child. I would just say, use your own judgment. If they can sit through a couple hours without, being, antsy, then absolutely bring them. So tomorrow is going to be a very special event, and I hope that I'm going to be able to get through. I'll get through it. But my sister-in-law is going to be coming and bringing 2 of my nieces, and one of them I have not seen or really met. And I haven't seen my sister-in-law in many years since my mom's passing. I'll have to tell you guys all about yesterday, the number 12 that came up on my podcast, how that all came. I'll share that with you guys here in a minute. So if you'd like to get tickets for my event, this is the only time I'm going to be announcing this. I'm not going to post it on the web or on my social media platform. And then after tonight, tomorrow will be regular price, 33 per person. So keep that in mind. So, all right, you guys, I was just seeing here other comments, but let's see. Hi, Stacy. Oh, I'm so happy to see you on, my friend. I sure miss you. I cannot wait to come to Gettysburg. Oh, we're so excited. Cannot wait for it. And let's see. All righty. Lindsay, I so wish I could come and have a car. Oh, yeah, you could bring Kylan on. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know about the car. Maybe see if you can have someone bring you out. Uber, girl, Uber it. Yeah, bring Kylan. It'll be fun. JC's going to be there. Mandy's coming and bringing little Kimber. Going to see how she does. So, but I'll tell you, I love you too, Stace. What's very, I want to tell you about this really quick, and then we'll get started in these readings. So, but my mom passed away 12 years ago. Yesterday was her 12-year anniversary, if you will, of her passing. And the number 12 was coming up really strong. And so I on my podcast last night on A1R Psychic Radio. I did post it, so you can go and watch it. Um, I, told all of my listeners that 12 is the number, and I always laugh. I feel like I sound like Count Dracula off of Sesame Street. 12 is the number of the day, and it's so freaking crazy, you guys. Let me just tell you. My mom passed away 12 years ago. My mom's birthday is January 12th. My two daughters' birthdays are in December, and they'll both be at the event tomorrow. And so I get on, or I start my podcast. The first caller calls in, and her mom, who is not doing well, unfortunately, her birthday is January 12th. So she knew the 12 connected to her mom. My mom's birthday is also January 12th. I mean, you can't make this shit up. It was just crazy. I had chills for days. I thought, all right, my mom is around. These are her signs. It was absolutely incredible. And then the next caller was a gentleman from New York. His name was Charles. And he unfortunately had a breakup with his girlfriend. And I had asked him before we started his reading, do you connect to the number 12? And his girlfriend's birthday is on the 12th. He didn't tell me what month. So, I mean, how can you look at anything other than the beautiful signs and just messages that I picked up on with just the number 12? It was incredible. So had chills for days. I had to like reshave my legs because all the hair was growing. So anyhow, it was crazy. So if you guys, again, for those who are just joining, hi Jessica Garcia, Jessica Ramos. Look at all these Jessicas. Brittany, hi Brittany. Let's see, did I miss any? Oh, Cassandra. Oh, thank you guys. I feel like I'm dressed like it's springtime. Maybe I'm trying to manifest spring because I'm so tired of the cold and the snow. But it gets so hot in this room, so I just have to dress like I'm like it's summertime. But yes, I was reading comments that uh, all righty. Let's see. Oh, I was just saying, Josephine said, my grandpa's name was Joseph. We called him Joe. Um, oh, he was a bit mischievous, but no head trauma. Okay, hang with me, Josephina, because this might be for you, my friend. This might be for you. We'll kind of see what more comes. But so again, I'll repeat again. I am having a special just tonight. If you joined tonight's live um, for my event tomorrow at the Loft Studio, you guys, the Loft Studio is gorgeous, and the owner Jessica, she is incredible. She's going to be coming, but it's an old building in Old Lehigh. It's got such amazing energy. Just you could feel even just the presence of other souls, and just it's just a really cool feeling. Very comforting, beautiful building. So my event will be there tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Doors open at 5:30. So I suggest getting there as early as you'd like. Now there is no bad seat, so no rush at all. But I'm doing BOGO tonight. So if you buy one ticket, you get the second one free. So go on the website, mini-medium.com, go purchase the ticket. It's very easy. Go to the event, purchase the ticket. Then my assistant, Savannah, will send you two. So it's going to be an amazing, amazing night. I cannot wait. So all righty, let's go ahead and let's get started. I would love to see all of your familiar and beautiful faces. You might have to, if you come, you might have to like say, Steph, my name is, blah, 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 because I don't see your faces on here. So, but, if I've done readings for you before, I probably still forget. I'm pretty good about remembering energy. Is that weird? But when I see people, because I do so many readings, I'm like, I know you, but did we do a reading or just all depends. So, all right, let's go ahead. Let's get started with readings. So, if you are new to my live event, welcome, welcome. Usually I do these on Wednesday nights. We moved it to Thursday, but yet here I am late Friday night. It's Friday night, stay up late. But we just have such a great group of people, everybody that joins. I have people that have told me that they set their alarms, that they can't wait every week. And then I feel so bad when things come up and I can't do them. So my sincere apologies if you were jonesing and you've had FOMO, and here we are. So, but it'll be worth it. I promise it'll be worth it. So, anyhow, so if you are wanting to get a reading, what I need from you is two numbers between 1 and 44. And I will be incorporating tarot cards into the reading. And the tarot cards are more of just a guide or a tool, or a visual validation of what my gifts are giving to me. So you guys will see, if you've never had a reading or not familiar with what that is, you'll see what it's all about. So now, your numbers that you give me between 1 and 44, I will count the cards out according to those two numbers. And then also let me know what kind of reading you're wanting. If you want, a general reading, then I'll just be drawn to whatever I'm drawn to. If you have a specific topic, put that there, such as health or relationships or um, career, all that stuff. And if you are hoping to channel a loved one in spirit, you can just put spirit next to your numbers, or loved one. Um, I do not want to know if it is male or female. The less information I have, the better, because then you will know, and I will know that all of the validations coming through have not been given, right? So it is purely coming from my abilities, right? Hey, all right. So, and the people that I choose tonight, it is completely random. Some people have said, well, if I tip you or I send you money, which I have included my Venmo, and here's why. I Many of you know that, gosh, I've been doing this almost 4 years now, doing my free readings, and it takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of time. It takes time away from my family, and I'm at this transition and energy right now of, um, questioning if I still keep moving forward with this. And I'll tell you, after the messages and connections that I had last night with my mom, and just these beautiful validations, even the podcast that the gal, that my first caller, she also was in kind of this funk like I am, and still the same thing. She left a corporate job to do something else, but I don't want to stop doing this. This is my passion. This is my purpose, but I can't um, always be doing things for free. I struggle with saying all that. So if you feel drawn, if you are able and you would like to, I would say, share that good energy, I've included my Venmo. So it does not, or it will not, um, put you above, or give you special treatment to get a reading. It is just something that is very appreciated, and the people I choose, I trust in my intuition. So I'm not being persuaded, if that makes sense. So anyhow, so if you would like to donate, or spread some good energy, keep me going, keep me doing this, I've included that Venmo link. So okay, all right, guys, let's get started now. Like I said, these are all very just random, whoever I'm drawn to. So let's see where I am going here. And remember, I need two numbers between 1 and 44, and then what kind of reading that you're hoping for. So, and we might end up being interrupted by spirit, because I'm telling you, all of this very mischievous kind of jokester energy has been just a lot. So, okay, let's see here. Okay, I actually think I'm going to go to, if she is still here. See, hi, Tammy Higley. Happy Friday, hun. Let's see. Okay, And so what I'll be doing, I will pin your comment. You'll see it pop up here. Um, and then let me know if, or just let me know that you're still here, that you didn't have to hop off. So, but Josephina, um, it's so crazy. So Josephina, if you're here, hon, let me know. But um, uh, I had mentioned earlier that as I was trying to get ready to start my live, I kept having this male soul, if you will. I felt younger. I mean, younger for me is, in a sense, they didn't make it to like 40 or 50, but um, just being like, oh, good, you're still here, hon. Okay. But they, that housing felt to be very, a bit tragic, unexpected. It feels to me that I'm here and then I'm gone very quickly. Also, there was a sense of something with the head. Now, I know, Justina, you said that, I think you said grandfather's name is Joseph, was a jokester, but the head didn't fit. So anytime the head comes up, it can be literal, trauma to the brain, trauma to the head, but this can also be Alzheimer's or dementia. So does that make sense with your grandfather? This can also be connected to like severe depression or anxiety. Um, but there was a sense of, as I was channeling him, my head immediately started to hurt. That's always my sign. So you said yes. Okay. I think we might have your grandfather here. And then look at Josephina's numbers, 26 and 12. There's that dang 12. so, so Josephina, I know that you just put the numbers there, but is there, other than hearing from grandfather, who very well could be the Joseph, um, is there something else that you were wanting to get a rating for? Because you just put your numbers there. While I'm waiting for your answer, I'm going to count out your cards. And then also, if you, whoever I choose to do a rating, if you would like to come on live, it's so fun. I love bringing you guys on. It's ultimately on stage. I love when they tell people, let's bring you on stage, and people's like anxiety goes through the roof, right? But it's fun, and it's really it's just very special energy when you can connect with somebody and see their face instead of waiting for their answer to pop up. So, but Josephina, you let me know, hon, if you are open to coming on live, bring you on stage. But I'm going to count these cards out and get these. Hi, Anna. Hey. Okay, general mostly, and maybe if I have any babies coming. Ah, okay, you got it. All right. 1, 2, 3. I'm wondering if that's why your grandfather's here, because a lot of times that happens where the grandfathers will come in, or grandmothers, or moms, or dads, and they will show us the sign, or show me the sign of newborn, new beginnings. So, I mean, I'm not saying that yet, but that could be why that I've, had this very strong soul. So, um, I'm gonna show. She says, I would, but well, I'm not dressed. I mean, we might get good ratings, right? Or we might get a lot of followers, right? A lot of subscribers and likes. I'm totally kidding. That's hilarious. I won't bring you on naked, honey. We won't do that. So I'll just watch for your comments to come up. That's hilarious. Okay, let's see. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Okay. All righty. Beautiful. All right, then. Or everyone would leave. But nah, no, there's no judgment in this room, right? No judgment. Not at all. I mean, isn't it sad though? Like, I just had this thought when I was counting out the cards, how that you can do something so beautiful and giving and share messages, like tonight, channeling loved ones that have crossed over, or giving some guidance, or you know whatever may be for the future, inspiration. But if you have a moment of showing your booby, then guess what? All of a sudden, you got all these viewers. It's just sad, but it's reality, right? But none of that here tonight, guys. Nope, nope, nope. I don't want to get X'd out of YouTube. Okay, all right, you guys. I When I'm in the middle of doing a reading, as you'll see the comment that is up, that means that to hold your comments, and then once I'm done with Josephina's reading, then you can start commenting again. So hold your comments. Okay, all right. So for you, Josephina, the first card you pulled is so crazy. This is so the number 12, the Hanged Man. So look at there's the 12 again. So you pulled the Hanged Man right side up. Then your second card, you have the Queen of Wands. Now that card did come out of the deck reversed or upside down. So um, now for whoever has never been on my live or not sure why a card would be reversed or what that means, I will tell you. It's connecting to your shadow work. And shadow work, as I put it in my little nutshell, is the things you're working on, things you know you need to work on, just so really you can be the best version of you, for the rest of however much longer you have during this lifetime. So your shadow work, for the most part, always stems from your past, always, always. So it is things like childhood trauma that you've been holding on to, a toxic relationship that you haven't been able to get over, a death that you've never gotten closure, answers, or you're still struggling with grieving. So these things become your shadow self, your shadow work, and if you do not work on them, they ultimately start to build and build that energy, and then it starts to affect your health. So I say, please be mindful of letting go of the shit. Let that shit go, because I'll tell you, it's not worth it. I held a lot of energy in my throat chakra for a very long time because I was afraid of expressing myself. I was afraid of telling people how I felt. I didn't want to hurt feelings. I avoided confrontation, and all that energy sat here. And now I have hypothyroid. I have Hashimoto's. So if you have Hashimoto's or thyroid issues, um, it very well could be connected to that energy that gets stuck here. So just be mindful of that. Women hold the energy in the heart chakra. This is why the number one cause of death for women is heart disease and then breast cancer. So this is very important to work on this energy, release it, let it go, or at least, start, breaking it up per se, so that you can see, your life be the best that it can be, right? Your happiest and healthiest. So with that said, Josephina, you've got that Queen of Wands upside down, this Hanged Man. Now, some tarot readers connect with the cards like verbatim of the meaning. I do not. I use them to connect with or validate the visual validation of my vision. So one thing that Josephina said was, are there children coming? And this is one thing I'm going to tell you guys too. Anytime that somebody asks about children or future babies, um, I'm very, very, very careful with this one. So I do not like giving false hope, and I don't like giving false disappointment. If I'm 110% sure that I am seeing it, then I will share it. Otherwise, I won't be able to answer that question. I just won't. So I say God does not give us these gifts to cheat life. Sometimes these things are considered cheating life, that we're just supposed to wait, and not know. So with that said, I have a really strong feeling that's why your grandpa's here, Josephina. Like I said earlier, I'm going to shut my mouth for a minute and see if I can't get more from your grandpa, Joe, that I was picking up earlier. Um, so, Josephina, you had said yes to Grandpa had the dementia, the Alzheimer's. Is that correct? When I was picking up the issues with the brain or the head. Um, Now, uh, I your grandpa's now. This is kind of, I would think, maybe an obvious answer, but your name being Josephina, were you named after grandfather? I mean, this is like one of those obvious kind of questions that you don't need a psychic to, to to connect the dots. But there's a reason I'm asking, because as I'm feeling your grandfather here, you are not the only one that was named after him. So there's a sense of you, but there also being others or another grandchild that also is carried on that name. Um, and there's a feeling of I need to mention this person that also carries on the name. So, um, and that's kind of the direction that your grandfather's taking me, if that makes sense. So, um, let's see. You were named after your grandma. Ah, gotcha. Okay. So you were not named. Okay. Uh, oh, but my niece is named after him, though. Okay. All right. Perfect. Um, and this is where the soul will, this is like grandpa bringing up, getting us to talk about or focus on and focus our energy to the niece. So there's a reason for this. And I do feel you're going to, you might be just a little bit of a messenger tonight, and where I tell people that I have to share the message, but you do not have to feel obligated to share it. So it's completely up to you if and when the time is right. Now, 14. Your grandfather just showed me the number 14. How old is your niece, or does the 14 connect with you and or with your niece or grandfather? Because grandfather takes me to the niece, um, and it's like a trifecta of energy for some reason. So um, the 14th being a significant date. So the 14th of the month, the age of 14, 2014. This is how they bring this up. So let me know if you connect with that, resonate with that. Also, um, hmm, okay. um, okay, I just had the weirdest vision. So she's 3. Okay, that's fine. Well, you guys are going to think I'm crazy, but one takeaway from 4 is 3. This is the weird shit that your souls on the other side will do. So he's given me 1 and 4, and 1 from 4 is 3. I know it's weird. It is maybe a little bit of a stretch, as I call it, but I don't know what that is. So, but I want you to keep the 14 in mind already, or anyways, I should say. Okay, so um, this can also be January 4th. Keep that in mind. 1 and 4, January 4th. Um, I, okay, I'll get the weirdest visions, and I just sit here and back in the day, I would sit and try to figure it out and try to like make sense of it. And I finally just was like, you know what, I just have to trust what I get and share it. So do you know the like old, well, some of you might know, some may not, but the old humor, the funny comedians like the Stooges, where they would put like a banana peel down, right, and they would slip on the banana peel, like you know playing pranks, but like old school pranks, right? Putting the banana peel down. Um, what's the other? What would the other ones like? Putting a whoopee cushion underneath someone's butt, right? So this is the kind of thing that, for whatever reason, your grandfather is showing me these visions. So, oh, Nettie said my best friend's name is Haley, and her father's name is Joe, and her birthday was on the 14th. Oh my goodness, Nettie. Wow. Okay. Um, now, Nettie, has her dad passed, hun? Has your best friend Haley, has Haley's father passed? because her daughter's birthday's on the 14th. I think that we've got some piggybacking messages. This is beautiful. Um, I love it. So, uh, anyhow, let me know if that connects, even for you, Nettie, for whatever reason. But I don't know if you'll be able to validate if this is for your friend. But I have her online too. Oh, that's awesome! I love it. Um, okay, well, good. So you can. Her dad and daughter both passed. Oh my goodness! And the daughter was the 14th, right, hun? Okay. Um, hang on a second. Well, I have got chills everywhere. Chills everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna pin this comment really quick. So, um, Josephine, don't go anywhere, hun. This is what happens. Your grandfather very well coming forward, knowing that knowing that this gal, Nettie's best friend, needs to hear from her dad and from her daughter. So I'm going to focus on that for a minute. So Josephine, hang with me, hun, but I want you to look at it this way, that this is what happens. Souls will just come forward and they will help for others to come through. It's a piggybacking. There is no way that this is not connected to Haley, because the 14th being her birthday, the name Joe, and the fact that I was picking up on Joe so specifically, um, uh, just amazing. Nettie, would you be open to coming on live, hun? And then you can have her still on the phone. If not, it's okay. We'll keep doing it this way. And Nettie, tragic passing, that's what it was. So I don't know if you just hopped on, Nettie, but I had told everybody I wrote all this down. This is why I was late. He says, it's Joe. My passing was very tragic. I kept getting issues with the head. I felt that there was a sense of brain injury, head injury, something that maybe contributed to his passing. Also, I want to go back to where I was writing all this down earlier. Um, and yeah, hang on one second. I just wrote all this down. So um, that is incredible. So, um, oh, good. Oh, Haley, you are here. Yay. Okay. Um, all right, my friend. Well, there is no doubt that your dad is here with your daughter, which, because I heard the name Joe earlier. I got the fact that he was so adamant to get a hold of someone tonight, and that his passing was very tragic. Also, the 14 coming up. Also, the head. The minute that I heard him say Joe or Joseph, immediately my head started to hurt, and I felt the passing was very tragic. So there is a connection in, unless this is your daughter that is with him, also bringing up the issue with the head. So, and what I think is beautiful is Josephine's, I feel, grandfather, Joe, um, who is a very strong and beautiful energy. His energy was needed in order to bring forward your dad and your daughter. So um, let me go ahead and I'm going to shut my mouth for a minute. I want to see what more I can get for you. Now, Haley, are you in a place that you can join live, hun? And you can come on. I'll bring you on, and you will be on face to face, and we'll be able to communicate. So, Nettie, her daughter had head trauma. Okay. All right, my friend. Oh my goodness, I've got goosebumps everywhere. Okay, hang with me here. I'm going to focus on. Okay. Um, I, I heard the name like Maddie or Madeline, Maddie. I just heard like the name like Maddie or Addie. I just heard this name. Hey, my dad died of liver cancer. My daughter passed tragic. She was stabbed in the neck. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Um, wow. No wonder why I was getting a lot of the issues there. Okay, hon. I'm so sorry, my friend. Um, uh, God, see, this is what is so interesting and just unbelievable. So my dad passed from liver cancer as well, Haley. He had stage 4 liver cancer. And um, I've been so drawn to my mom being around me lately. And, these little reminders that come up with, unfortunately, your dad having liver cancer. It's I feel it's my dad and your dad working together in spirit to be here for us, to give us these beautiful connections. So, do you want to come on live, Haley, or do you want to just comment, or would you be interested if I send you a link to join us live? You do not have to. Do not feel pressured, but I just sometimes the comments are delayed. But I keep hearing that name, Maddie, Madeline. Um, Madison. I keep hearing this name. So let me know if you connect with that name, Haley. So where that may be connecting. Um, let's see. Haley says, I always felt like my dad passed first so he could be there for Ashley when she passed. Absolutely, hun. Absolutely. 100%. So, let's see. Okay, I'm going to send you the link, hun. Um, that's okay if you don't know that name. That's okay. Let me send you a link to join live. Okay, I'm going to put it in the comments, and you'll just should be able to just hopefully cross our fingers, click on that link, and it'll bring you on, and I will bring you on stage. So, oh, oh, so, Josephina, whose grandfather is here, your daughter is Mattingly. And I just said I heard the Maddie. Oh my goodness, my friends, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is incredible. So there's where, see, what's interesting is I just validated, Josephine, I validated your grandfather being here to help Haley's dad come in and daughter. And right at that point is where I heard him mention the name Mattingly, right? So this is where the souls are just validating that they're working together. Isn't this incredible? This is so beautiful. Haley, I will wait for you to click on the link and join. And in the meantime, I'm going to still, uh, and Josephine, oh, and she's going to be 14. Oh my goodness, that's incredible. So now you see, right, where this connects, all of these, synchronicities. So, okay, I'm going to bring Haley on. So give me 1 second here. Hey, hey.
Hi.
Hi, Haley. How are you?
I, I'm doing okay. Aunt Antoinette called me and she's like, Haley, I think this is for you. And the more you talk, the more, every time you said you were getting chill bumps, I was getting chill bumps.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I apologize that we kind of hijacked your night.
I wasn't doing anything anyway, so it's okay.
Okay. Oh, good. Oh, good. Well, and I should say your dad and your daughter have hijacked the night, which I think is beautiful. And I was just telling Josephina where her grandfather Joe is a big part of bringing your dad in, bringing your daughter in. And she just validated her daughter's name is Mattingly. This is why I kept getting the name Maddie. So it's her daughter. So her grandfather's validating, and her daughter will be 14. So this is the 14th connection also to her. So this is what souls do. They just work together. And look, I got chill bumps everywhere. Whew, I got everywhere. So, you know, I wasn't getting a lot from her grandfather, but the minute that Antoinette hopped on and said all these validations, without even hesitation, I knew that this was for you. So I'm so glad that she called you. So glad. So I'm going to just kind of shut my mouth for a minute and listen. Um, I just literally heard, "Hi, Mama. Hi, Mama." I just heard, "Hi, Mama." Would she call you that? Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Um, she she's a beautiful soul, my friend. Beautiful soul. Absolutely beautiful. Um, she she says she says Papa's taking care of me. Papa's taking care of me. So she she's saying that Dad is with her, but I hear her say Papa or not Grandpa or Pops. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, and you're absolutely right, hon. I do feel that your dad's soul knew, unfortunately, that that he needed to be there to comfort and to welcome your beautiful daughter's soul as she crossed over. So Dad knew that this time was unfortunately coming for her, and wanted to make sure that she felt safe and wanted to be. I feel I can see him, your dad, just this big old bear hug, this big old bear hug, you know. So I feel that he just wanted to make sure that you knew that she was going to be okay and would be welcomed by him. Um, uh, she just said, "Wrong place, wrong time, Mom. Wrong place, wrong time." Do you understand that?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it makes a lot of sense.
Okay. Um, she she says, "Mom, this was the only way I could get you to listen. It's the only way I could get you to listen, to come through this way tonight, because she's been trying so hard to connect with you, so hard, but you've been struggling with some things and trying to feel her." Does that make sense? It's
A
that feeling
hundred
of,
percent.
yep,
A
yeah,
100%.
yeah, yeah. She's like, "Mom, this is the only way I knew," and I knew that, and I'll tell you, I think this is beautiful because your dad is the reason why that Nettie hopped on, and like she just felt this need, and then knowing as she heard all these validations. So your dad was very persistent in wanting to make sure that his baby girl got some comfort from her baby girl, is what Dad keeps telling me. I'm sorry. Oh, I wish I could reach through this. I'm so sorry, honey.
That's exactly what I needed.
Oh, take a deep breath in.
Oh my God. I cannot tell you how many things you've said that's her. She called me. She called me, Mama. She was taken so fast and so quick. I mean, we didn't know when that's what the wrong place, wrong time was. And I went to someone just for fun. It was another medium who told me the same thing. She's trying to reach you, but you're not hearing her. She's trying to reach you, but you're not
Yeah.
hearing her because I have been. I don't know. Maybe I always try to feel like the happier I am, the more I'll feel her, but I've been, I don't know, maybe overworked. I don't know, just life and stuff, and maybe feeling like I don't know. But this is now the second time where someone's told me that she's trying to reach me and I haven't heard her. But I
Yeah.
talk to her every day. I talk to her every day and I keep telling her, I know that your body is not here, but I can feel you and I know you hear me. You're just in a different room. I can feel you. I know you're here. You're just in a different room. And I tell her that I love her and that I miss her. And then it's hard without her.
And she hears you, hun. She hears you, and you're right. She's I try to tell people too that, the veil is so thin. If we would just um, calm our minds and our energy, then we would be able to feel and see, oh, she just said she just touched you. I just got chills. She said, Mom, that was me. You felt some chill go through you. Something just touched your hair. She loves to play with your hair too, by the way. She keeps playing with my hair. Um, but when we're able to quiet our mind, that's when we really can connect with them so much. And when I say quiet your mind, it doesn't mean that you have to sit in silence and meditate. What it means is that you got so much energy going on, and if you're a busy lady, which you are, and you have a busy mind, then the signs and the symbols that come in, you question them because it just, sometimes they're random, right? And you're like, oh, there's a butterfly. Oh, maybe that's her. Maybe that's her, right? Um, a coin on the floor. Oh gosh, maybe that's her. This is where I tell people, do not question these signs. And when you get them, tell her hello or dad. Say, I love you. Thank you. And keep them. Keep the coins or the feathers or whatever it may be, because that is part of their, I call them postcards from heaven. They're leaving a little postcard for you. So, and I'll tell you, she is a spitfire, and she wanted to make sure that I got a hold of you because I almost canceled the end of the night because the energy was so intense. And this Joe, the Joseph kept coming through and saying, no, I need to get this message across. Um, and how beautiful that we have all these beautiful synchronicities from another, a father, grandfather figure, right?
Absolutely. I just
And
want, is it okay if I show you
yeah, yes,
the both
please,
of them?
yes,
This is the
yes.
both of them together.
Oh my gosh. Oh, and that's how I picture them right now too. That's so interesting. He's a big guy. I feel like, and he just, the bear hug thing, I think that's what it was too. I could
Yeah.
feel, where he was. Oh, that's beautiful. And I'll tell you, you know, when 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 souls do this kind of stuff to really go out of their way, it takes a lot of their energy, a lot to be able to come through and be so specific like that she has and dad has been. And they um, they do it when they know that you are really in a tough place when you're really struggling. Whether it's just life, being chaotic, or anniversaries, birthdays, they'll come through. So I feel that there's so much of the intention of being today, other than the fact that tomorrow is the 222 portal, which 222 is a very spiritual number as well. So I'll tell you, hang on, I just heard some more. Um, I don't know if this is dad or if this is her, to be honest, but I keep getting something on my wrist, touching my wrist. So if this is a tattoo on the wrist, or if this is a bracelet, I can feel there's something on the hand of the wrist. You have, oh, yeah. Is that for her? Oh my gosh. Okay.
She had gotten it first, and she kept telling me, "Mom, let's get a tattoo. Let's get a tattoo." And I told her, "Baby, Mommy doesn't want to get a tattoo. There's nothing I would ever want on my body that I."
Yeah.
And as soon as she passed, I got it 3 days later. I got it on the same arm, same wrist.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Well, this is her way of validating that her soul was with you when you got the tattoo. And she is elated that you did this, like laughing about the fact that you actually went and did this. I love it. Nettie just said it was crazy. I didn't click on your live. It just started playing on my phone when I opened the phone. Wow. I'm telling you, your daughter and your dad are doing some dang good work. It's amazing. So I love that she absolutely knows about that tattoo. Um, she hmm, she says, tell my mom to stop going through her head over and over about what happened, replaying it over and over. She wants you to stop trying to analyze everything, hun, and trying to figure out what happened and the why and the who. Um, she says that it is just it's killing you, as she said. She goes, it's killing my mom to have to uh, to make sense of it all, and there is nothing to make sense of. Um, I'll tell you, a mother should never, ever have to bury their child, ever. It's not written in the books. It's not part of it. It is, God, to be the hardest thing. And I'll tell you, um, you are one badass woman, my friend. I'm going to tell you that. I can feel it. Your dad, even, I love your dad. Your dad's funny. Your dad just said, your dad says it's because you take after him. so, so would he say that? He's like, oh, she is so mean. Oh my gosh, I love it. Um, he knows that you're a fighter. You are a fighter, and um, that he is so just incredibly proud of how far that you have come in your life. You have went through some incredibly low moments, hun, as he shows me, but you have come out of that darkness, that deep space, stronger, better, and I feel like he just I can't even explain the sense of how proud I feel he is of you. It's that overwhelming feeling. I mean, I've got butterflies in my stomach right now. That's how strong that your dad is. So
I was
he
very blessed. He was a good man.
yes, he is. He is. And he's got a very contagious, loud laugh, by the way. I can hear his laugh, and it's like, when you walk in a room and you're like, oh, yep, I know who that is,
Yeah.
he's very much that way. I just heard the name Alan, Alan.
My
Um,
brother. My brother's name is Al.
Al. Okay, perfect. And this is his dad as well?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. He just wants, first of all, to validate that that this is his son, but also wanting to make sure that really wanting for Al, wanting for your brother to know that that I see. Okay. Um, he says, "You tell my boy that I am proud of him too. That he needs to know this. That he has made some very not such great choices, but that he." It's interesting because your dad does not want to say that he's disappointed in him because he knows that he needs to hear the positive reinforcement. And this is your dad's way of also learning many lessons on the other side of not ridiculing and beating down, right?
That makes 100%, like, it makes sense so much.
Good, good, good. Yeah. he Your dad says he's a good kid. He's like talking to me. He's like, he's a good kid. He's just a little lost. He's just a little lost, is what he says. Um, he wants for you to stay connected. He says, please just stay connected. He's worried a little bit, and he needs for family to know that someone is there for him. So he's a little worried about that. Um,
Yeah, I don't talk to him.
yeah, and that makes sense. Now, I will tell you, hon, I mean, I've done this 28 years, and I'll tell you, I when and this is just through 28 years of forming my own belief. But when we die and our soul crosses over and we do this whole life review, we get to see where we did really good and where we messed up. And then what we also get to do is we get to live through others' eyes that, are still here in the physical realm. And your dad, as he has done this, he's realized as he lived through your eyes and your brother's eyes and others, where he messed up, where he could have done things better, where he could have responded, reacted, been more maybe empathetic, more understanding. And now he's learning those lessons. He's trying to make up for, if you will, in a sense, the unfinished business. Um, and now he's in um, that very pure energy, if you will, to where this is why he's wanting you to stay connected. He understands why you're not talking to your brother. That's not it. It's where the human side is so damn stubborn and does not want to forgive and does not want to, um, you know, make amends to people who have done them wrong. And but when the soul crosses over, the soul knows that this stuff needs to be done. So with that said, this does not mean that you have to go and find your brother, talk to him, and be kumbaya with him again, right? It just means that dad knows, he's validating, he knows the separation, he knows that you have not been talking, but he also can see the future and knows that your brother needs to know he has some support and love there. So you can even simply send a message, a text message, just it's like I always say, pass the ball and put it in his court and then see where you go from there. Okay.
Okay.
So, but, okay. Uh, um, was your dad quite the comedian, quite the jokester? Was he? Was
My dad would try and tell a joke, but he'd be laughing so much while he was telling the joke that he couldn't get through the joke because he was laughing too hard.
Yeah.
And then so we would all just laugh with him because he was laughing. He couldn't get through his own joke without laughing.
Oh my God, that's a perfect way of putting it that I feel. Because, earlier, I really feel it was him. He was showing me like the Three Stooges, right? And they were going back, and how stupid some of the things they would do. And then like he's laughing about, when people would fall on a banana peel. Like it's the old humor, the goofy, ridiculous, stupid humor. And that's what he's showing me again. He's like showing, sitting on a whoopee cushion, right? These are the things that they just, they think are hilarious, but yet we're like, okay, that's just, that's so old, Dad, right? that's not as funny as you think it is. Um, but but I love that and I know why he's bringing these visions up, because he wants for everybody to remember how he lived, how he was, and not how he died. I will tell you, hon, when my dad had his stage 4 liver cancer, um, to watch somebody go through that pain and the suffering and just feeling totally helpless, it's agony. It's heartbreaking. It's awful. And I know your dad had the liver cancer as well. And um, there, um, my dad had liver cancer. Well, he had hepatitis C. Then it turned to cirrhosis. Yep. Do you see why you and I were hooked together? This is your dad and my dad on the other side working together to bring us, together to give
100%.
us, yeah, to give us this comfort of knowing that they are okay. And my dad was the same way. My dad was a jokester. My dad would do the most disgusting thing. He would put ketchup in his belly button and dip his fries in it.
I love it.
Yeah, like that's just who he was. He played Santa Claus. Like my dad was just very much that way. And your dad and my dad, I can tell, are so similar. And this is them working together to make this happen tonight. And I'll tell you, when my dad was diagnosed, uh, my dad smoked a shit ton of pot throughout his whole life. And then towards the end of his passing, he didn't want chemo, he didn't want radiation. He just was like, no, I just want a quality of life, not a quantity. And so he went to, other states that allowed pot. And he's been gone 9 years now, almost 9 years. So I know the laws in Utah have gotten a little better, but anyhow, but towards the end of his passing, it was beautiful because I got the chance to, in a sense, say goodbye to him. My dad passed the day after my birthday, and I'm my dad's only child, born on Father's Day. So there's just so many synchronicities and connections with you and your dad and mine. So, um, but I have to tell you that um, I, and this is why I'm talking about all this. Your dad has shown me this vision, my memory. And when my dad passed, I was on my way to see him in hospice. And I was probably about 20 minutes away from where he was at. And I'd seen him every day, sat with him. Of course, he was incoherent.
Mhm.
And again, this was the day after my birthday. And about 20 minutes away, I felt this sense of just this feeling that he had passed. And about 5 minutes later, I got the call. So I wasn't there when he took his last breath. And your dad showed me the same for you. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah,
I was at work.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And so your dad's, it's so funny. Your dad just went, oh, like, oh my God, I had to tell this whole story so you would understand what I'm trying to get to. And at the end of the day, the message is that he didn't want for you to be there when he took his last breath. I know my dad didn't want me there. Believe me, it was hard to accept that and understand that. But you, you and your dad referring to you as my baby girl. My dad would call me his baby girl. Um, they just don't want to. They didn't want us to remember that. They want us to remember how they lived, the funny stuff, right? The ketchup, and fries,
Mhm.
the silly
No,
jokes. So,
I firmly believe in that 100% because I had I'll try and hurry up and say this because I
Yeah,
don't know how
no,
much
you're
time you
good.
have, but I
Yeah,
think
you're good.
it's important because
Yeah.
like I'm going to make a very long story very, very short. I met somebody a couple of weeks after my daughter had passed away, and I wasn't even trying to meet anybody. I didn't say anything, didn't mention what I had gone through or what had happened. And he just kept talking to me in such a way that I was like, are you a life coach? And he's like, no, I just choose to live my life in happiness because my vibrations and my frequencies are higher, and I just want to be able to receive. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he had asked me out to dinner. Now normally I wouldn't have gone, but I'm like, okay, you know what, I'll just go ahead and go. And the crazy thing is he begins to talk to me and tell me that he's been married a couple of times, and that his ex-wife, and he said her name, and I'm like, "Mm." So I go through my phone and I find the same name. Now this name was given to me by a friend of mine who went to a medium, and this medium had told her, there's a girl here. She is frantic. She wants me to tell my mama I love her. Tell my
Oh,
mama to look, or tell my mama she was right, and tell my mama to look for a box. And I didn't realize how much she called me mama before until that message came to me. And then I was going through her Facebook, and that's all she ever called me.
yeah,
Anyway, so I asked my friend, can I have the number of that lady you went to? She goes, yeah, I'll give you, yeah. So she gave me her number. So when I'm talking to this person, somehow the medium and this man I met used to be married. So when he tells me her name and I give him the number, I say, is this her number? And he goes, yeah, how do you know it? So then I then began to tell him, I lost my daughter. My daughter came through your ex-wife, through my friend, and gave me these three things, and this is what happened. And he said, well, Haley, then it's up to you to decide how you were going to take all of this information. And
yeah,
I left him and I got in my car, and like in my mind's eye, I could see my daughter sitting in the seat next to me, laughing and clapping her hands, because I
yeah,
feel like she put these people in my life to tell me how to connect to her, to have higher frequency, higher vibrations, so that when she needs to talk to me, I can hear her.
yep,
That
yeah.
was the message that I feel like I got.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. And these are the things I tell people. I don't believe in coincidences at all, and some of the people would say, oh, it's just a coincidence, but there's no such thing. But this is what I love. These are the synchronicities. These are the beautiful validations that, for one, there is life after death. For two, your loved ones are with you, trying to get your attention. You just need to calm down and just take it in and get your vibrational frequency to a certain level so that you can, right? And that's exactly like what she was just saying tonight. Look at all the work that she did to try to get you to, for me to connect with you, and pushing Nettie to, open her phone up. I mean, what are the chances that my light pops up and she didn't click on it? I mean, these are the things that are just mind blowing, that and so I love what I do, because I'll tell you, um, there are times where, well, I'm be very transparent and very kind of vulnerable, but just within the last few days, I kept thinking, maybe I should just be done with this, because it's so overwhelming, it's so draining. And, but my mom passed away 12 years ago yesterday, and it was her 12-year anniversary yesterday. And I was seeing the number 12 all over. Well, I have a podcast, and yesterday I started my podcast, and my first caller that called in, I said, do you connect with the number 12? Because I'm seeing 12. She goes, yes. She goes, it's my mom's birthday. My mom's birthday is January 12th. That was my mom's birthday as well.
Oh my
I
God.
was like, right? I'm like, how can you even, this is what it's amazing. And that gal that I did the reading for, the first caller, she's going through the same kind of funk that, I feel like I've been in. And she was thinking about going back into the corporate world again. And that was her question. She's like, what do I do? And I said, girl, this is why you have come to me, because we're both in this energetic funk and we need to raise our vibrations and know that this is our purpose. We need to keep moving forward. That was my mom telling me, knock your shit off. You know,
100%. Like now I've got
yeah.
chill bumps.
You mean, yeah, me too. Isn't that great? Is that your left side, by the way? I was trying to
Yes.
see.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
your I got them too. Your left side is your divine feminine. So whenever your daughter comes through or a female energy, the left side will get goosebumps. The right side is your male divine masculine. So dad would be like more the right side. So just kind of watch for that.
I love
Or
that.
sometimes they just manipulate, the whole thing. But um, anyhow, but I just thank you so much, my friend, for hopping on and for being, willing to let me share these messages to you and from your beautiful daughter and dad.
I am so very thankful. You have no idea. I was just down there literally crying from my soul because
Oh,
when you said, "Hi, Mama," I lost it. I lost it because that's exactly what she would say to me. And I am thankful. I am thankful that you are not giving up. Because had you, I wouldn't have had this experience tonight.
yeah.
And it'll be 6 years ago that I lost her. It was 6 years in January.
Mm,
And I'm going through all these court processes and stuff and feeling very defeated and very upset and very
yeah.
angry, which is very much not who I am. And I keep trying to live in her life and not her last day because I refuse. I absolutely refuse to remember her last day because she had 26 beautiful years of life. Um,
Yeah.
and I try and stay in that space so that I can feel her. But I've been very disappointed and hurt at the court process, um, and angry, more angry than I have ever been in my entire life, because I
Sure.
feel like we're not getting any justice for her. And maybe that's why I can't hear her because I keep thinking that I'm in my happy place, but I'm really not.
Right. Right. And sometimes, as another, and I'm quoting another medium that I love to follow, and I love the saying is that, let the justice be that my soul is at peace. I know it's a lot. It's a lot. And that's what I heard your daughter just say. But this is where the human side, hun, the human side, especially a mom, and I'm telling you, mom to mom, hell yeah, I'd be fighting. I would do everything I can to get, justice for my daughter as well. But that let the justice be that her soul is at peace, you know. I will tell you that when she had mentioned that she's worried about you living through the same, just killing yourself trying to figure out the why and the who and the all of that. It makes sense with the court proceedings, everything you're going through, right? um, I'm going to tell you, there's a reason. I know that well, many reasons why we got connected tonight, but um, I don't want you to give up on this. I really feel this is my intuition, though. This is not anything from your daughter, because the soul will tell you, Mom, it's okay. Just, it's okay, because that's what that pure energy does. But I do feel that there needs to be that fight, because I do feel that you will be the one that stops the other, the cycle, right? You'll be the one that stops that cycle. I'm worried that if these people, I just keep seeing two people too involved in this, by the way. I don't know why the two is so profound. um were there two people
It was,
involved, or
well, it was her boyfriend that took her. but his mother and his sister were in the apartment at the same time, and I think left or took off or ran.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. It's and he was the boyfriend. And not that I want to get into all of this, but she showed me some things. The boyfriend who is should be held accountable. Oh, please tell me he's behind bars. Please tell me I'm not seeing this the right way.
No,
Where
he
is he?
is behind bars,
Okay, good.
and has been since the night that it happened. But my fear, and the district attorney's office keeps telling me it won't happen. The fear is, because nothing is happening, is that he'll be let out. But there is a mental illness there that may end up keeping him behind bars, but that's why things are taking so long,
Right.
because there is a mental illness, and it's like court hearing after court hearing after court hearing, trying to establish competency to stand trial.
Wow. Wow.
So
Well, no.
I keep having faith that I keep telling God it is in your hands, and whatever time it takes is whatever time it takes. And the
Yep.
last year I've been getting more angry and more angry, because every time I go to these court hearings, it's like it rips into me, and I'm a mess for a week or two after, until I can get back to, I don't know, just not thinking about it. And I'm okay until a court hearing comes, and then I'm a mess right before, I'm a mess after, and then I just get more angry, because
Oh, yeah. It's a vicious
I just don't
cycle,
want to
right?
go. I don't want to go.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. I just, because it puts me in her death and not in her life when I have to go to court. It makes me be in her death, and that
Exactly.
hurts me.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. And that's where, as she was saying earlier to you, Mama, that she wants you to not keep repeating this over and over and over, right? And why she's saying that, let that justice be that I'm at peace. This is her way of wanting for you, as I'm feeling it, um, to trust that, like you just said, hun, that whoever you feel your maker is, God, universe, whoever may be, is going to take care of this in whatever way. Once you can release that fully and give that to the universe, or give that to God, or whoever, that's where you will connect with her even more. This is that release, right? So
Okay.
something I can try to help you with a little bit with it too is, we have the full moon coming up here. Now, this is what's really interesting. Do I have my thing over here? Yeah, I do. One second, let me grab this really quick. So, I have this cute little calendar that tells us we have a um, we have an eclipse coming. This lunar eclipse, right? And it's so crazy because this is going to be when the moon is going to be literally changing colors. It'll be kind of a reddish color. And this is the time where I feel this is why that this is divine timing. When this happens, and I was just looking to see, and I'm not seeing it here. Actually, I think it's, holy shit. Are you kidding me right now? It's March 14th. 14th. It's the 14th.
My
Of
goodness.
of course it is. Okay, so on March 14th, Mama, what you're going to do, you are going to write down on a piece of paper. I don't care if it's a novel, I don't write down on a piece of paper everything that you are wanting to let go of. Okay. And anything, you can even write down names, birthday, whatever. You are not wishing harm or ill to anybody. You are just going to write all of this stuff down. And I'll tell you too, this live will be on my Facebook too, and on my YouTube. So you need to go back and listen. But um, you'll write everything down. After you write everything down that you're wanting to release, to get rid of, to be done with, to release that control that you feel it has on you, Then you're going to take that piece of paper and you are going to burn it, and you are going to watch that son of a bitch burn like no other. You're going to watch those words burn. You're going to watch it turn into ash. Then you're going to take the ash and you are going to give it back to the universe, to Gaia, Gaia's Mother Earth, in a different form of an energy. So you just used fire. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Libra.
Libra. Okay, so you're an air sign, right? So you can, if it's windy that day, allow the wind, the air. There's your one, element. You can bury it in the earth. That's your earthy element. Or girl, you can flush that shit down the toilet and use that water element and be done with it. There's just something so cleansing, um, and just a release when you're able to do this stuff. So um, try that here this next full moon on the 14th. I just cannot even believe.
I
Crazy.
just wrote it down on my calendar.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
Yay, good, good. Do it. And if you have to bring friends over, have some family, have some support, because I'll tell you, it's when you get all of that beautiful feminine energy and that power and or even if it's men, whatever, I don't care. All that love and support will just magnify that energy, and it will help you so that you can just let go of the negative energy that is attached to, unfortunately, your daughter's death, and just trust, and that's the hard part. It's hard. I truly feel, and I don't sugarcoat shit. I will tell you if I'm worried, if there's something that's to be mindful of, but I really feel that you're going to see that things are going to actually work out in your favor, even more than I think that you know. So, and I'll
Thank
tell you,
you.
and you're so welcome. And our loved ones in spirit, your daughter and your dad for that matter. Your dad is such a beautiful, strong energy and such a good man. He is not going to allow for anything other than what needs to happen, you know. And I truly believe that, truly believe it. So just hang in there, hun. No wonder why your dad just said you're a badass woman. You've been through, so many rough things. No wonder why. No wonder why. I think it's incredible. I have to tell you something really quick. I think this is really interesting too. So, um, when um, when Josephina gave me her numbers were 26 and 12. Your daughter was 26 years old when she passed, right? The 12 really connected to me, and it may connect to you, but 26 minus 12 is what? I know. I'm like, oh my God. Your daughter just showed me that, by the way. Unbelievable. It's so beautiful. So your daughter and your dad worked amazing, and just, bringing forth, even Josephina's grandfather. And she commented, by the way, and said that her grandfather would have done that. He would have given up his time and energy to help, yeah. So I think it's beautiful. So I say thank you to him, and
Yes.
thank you. Um, you know, uh, if you feel comfortable later, and you don't have to, but will you stay in touch with me? Let me know how things are going with the court date. Will you let me know? Because you will definitely
100%.
be. Okay. You'll be in my thoughts and my energetic space, and this whole entire group of us, we're a bunch of amazing people that join every week. We'll all send you that good protective love and light and good energy. Okay.
Thank you so much. I cannot tell you how much this, like, completely unexpected. Like
That's
completely unexpected. I was not expecting this. When she called me, she's like, "You got to hear this. You got to hear it. I think this is for you." And the more you talked, I'm like, I just sat on my couch in just awe. And then you had me as soon as you said, "Hello, mama." You had me. I'm like, "Oh my God, she's really here. She's really here." And
yeah.
if I mean, you are so wonderful at sharing your gift with everybody that I want to say. from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Because you don't know what your gift does to us who try to keep holding on to our loved ones that are gone and hoping and praying that, I wholeheartedly believe in my heart and in my head that she is here. She is here. She's just in a different room. I can't see her, but I can feel her. I talk to her all the time. And I keep thinking that I'm doing a good job at trying to be open and my vibrations and my frequencies of being open to hear her. But having two people tell you that she's been trying and you're not hearing, I need to figure out what I need to be doing better so that I can get those messages. So thank you for
Yeah.
being the conduit, the
Yeah.
medium to connect not just with my daughter but with my dad. I lost my dad on January 4th, 2018, and I lost my daughter January 15th of 2019. And I didn't even have really time to mourn him being gone because all I've really worried about and been consumed with is my daughter being gone. So it really means a lot to
Absolutely.
me that my dad, because I always felt that like I said, like he left because he knew that she was going to leave and that he had to be there for her. So
Right.
thank you.
Oh my gosh. And no, thank you. Thank you for your kind words. And I'll tell you, it's definitely fully received and loved. And I don't even know what to say other than um, I need to hear that, right? I needed to hear all of that. So thank you, because it helps me to keep going. It helps me to know that this is what I need to do with my life and my purpose, and just as exhausting and as hard as it is, and you know, questioning day to day, if I'm going to have clients come in, right? Because this is how I pay my bills. This is how I feed my family. But
Right.
again, it's the trust I put out in the universe and say, no, it'll work out. It always does. Okay, I have to tell you one more thing. I'm just mind blown. You said Dad passed away January 4th. That's
January
that's
4th.
that's 14, hun. 1/4, January 4th.
Like
When you said that, all of a sudden I went, oh, there's another. Yep, there's
it's
another.
another sign. Yeah, and she
Yep.
was born
Yeah.
August 14th.
Yeah. Well, and that's what brought Nettie to go, oh my gosh, this is her. This is your daughter. But now Dad also being the 14 is January 4th. Just incredible, incredible. And that 14 came in with that name Madeline or Maddie, what I'd heard. And then when Josephina said her daughter's name is Mattingly, I thought, yeah, this is where they're all working together. So
Yes,
it's
it's beautiful.
beautiful.
And
Yeah.
please don't give up. Please don't give
I'm
up. Please
not
don't stop because what you're doing is needed for those of us that are you give us hope, you give us strength. I mean, this is exactly what I've been needing.
good. Good. No, you're
I'm so
welcome.
thankful. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Oh, it is absolutely my pleasure. And I tell people that I'm just the messenger. I'm just the secretary. Your daughter, well, your daughter did a lot of the work, and your dad too. So, yeah, force to reckon with.
For
And
sure.
like your dad said, that the apples don't fall far from the trees. So, makes a lot of sense. But I
Indeed.
just get goosebumps again. Okay, hon. Well, thank you,
Okay.
thank you. I will.
Thank
This
you.
will be posted on my page if you want to share it and watch it again. So you can go there, or YouTube channel too.
Okay.
Okay.
I love that. Thank you so
Okay.
much. Thank you from the
Oh,
bottom of my
yes.
heart. Thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome, hun. I was so wonderful to meet you, and thank you, Nettie. Thank you. All right, hun. Have a good night. Take
You
care.
too.
Okay, hun. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. Um, can I just say, whoa. um, I try so hard to keep my emotions out of these readings, and um, I I do pretty well when I'm over Zoom or virtual. But when I did my event last Saturday, boy, there was the messages coming through last Saturday at redemption, and the connections, and it was a very different energy. And for the first time in a long time, I broke down at my event in redemption. But I don't think there was a dry eye in the house Saturday night. Um, but you know, when you feel someone's energy face to face in person, and you feel that mother's pain of losing their baby, um, it I would say it's a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing to be able to do this. It's a blessing to help people, but it's very exhausting too. And you know, this is why I do these free nights. So that I can be available, if you will, to help these souls communicate. And man, I'll tell you, this is one reading that I am never going to forget. And just the validations were absolutely incredible. So um, I I can't even tell you how um, I don't know how wonderful the feeling is in my room right now, and just validation that I need to keep going. I need to keep doing what I'm doing, and this is my purpose. So, and I'll tell you, it'll be 4 years next month in March. Yeah, 4 years um, when I say I can't. No, I lied. 5 years next month. Yeah, 5 years next month. It was 2020 when I came out of the broom closet to share my gifts. And It'll be 3 years in July since I left my job at Intermountain Healthcare to fully do this full time. So, and it's not easy. It's but it's worth it to be able to give a mom that comfort and that peace and the closure. I mean, we never get full closure, right? But um, it's I don't even have words. I don't have words. It's just it's just what I do, and it's what I love to do. So um, I'm not quitting. I'm gonna keep doing this. And there were so many messages yesterday when my mom was around, and tonight was just even more so. And you know, when I had all this energy coming through and just could not get on the live, there was so much going on. You know, um, Something told me I needed to make sure I did this tonight, and now I know why. Because that beautiful daughter. So um, let's see here. Let me answer some of your questions. I can breathe. Josephina, do you book? Yes, absolutely. Oh my God, I can't even talk. Yes, I do private sessions over Zoom in person. My website, you can book directly from there, is mini-medium.com. And it's very simple to go in and schedule. So absolutely. I also love to do parties or like larger group events at people's homes. It's fun when the girls get together and have like a girls' night or a get together, and I come and sometimes I mean, I don't drink while I'm doing readings because they would be like a mess. But it's fun to just get the girls together or families together that need to hear from their loved ones that have passed. So think about, if you're local, obviously here in Utah, I will drive. I mean, I drive to Idaho, all the surrounding states. I'm willing to travel, but um, and then also, like I mentioned earlier, my event tomorrow night at the Loft Studio. The tickets are 33 per person, but tonight, because whoever hopped on tonight, so you're lucky if you are on tonight and you are able. The tickets are buy one get one free. So if you buy one ticket, you can bring a guest for free. So it's $33 for two people. It's about a 2.5 hour night of just doing exactly what we just all saw. I always say, if it feels right and you know that there's something pulling you to come to the event, do not ignore that. Just like we talked about with Haley. So there's someone bringing you. So, um, but anyhow, so if you want to buy a ticket for the Loft Studio tomorrow night, go to the website, purchase your one ticket. My assistant Savannah will send you the two, or however many you purchase, and then you'll get an extra with it. But yes, if you want to book a reading, sorry, my mind is still all over the place. Go to my website, mini-medium.com, and you can book a session there. Okay. So let's see. I'm just reading some of your comments. Oh, thanks, you guys. Oh, I love it. Carrie said it's amazing watching you and seeing firsthand how what you put out into the universe comes back to you. Thank you. It sure does. Thanks for all the love and light you share with all this. Absolutely. It's my pleasure. Ashel, there's 33 viewers when they said that. I noticed that too. I did notice that. Isn't that crazy? Um, And then Angela said, I need to book a reading. I need to hear from my mom. Absolutely, hun. And something that's nice is if you book a reading, or when you book a reading, I should say, you only have to put 20% down, which is $22.20. My readings are 111 hour, so it's like a weird amount, but you only have to pay that now, and then the rest the day of your reading. So kind of nice. And like I said, we can do in person or Zoom, either one. And Zoom is just as good. Obviously, you guys just saw virtual, right? Virtual is good as well. Oh, Shaylee said this beautiful reading had me bawling. So grateful for you. Oh, your beautiful gift that you choose to share with us. I love that you're able to give. Oh, me too, honey. Me too. Absolutely. And it's 100% my pleasure. Absolutely. Um, um, oh, I love this, KJ. You're truly amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us. Absolutely. You're so welcome. Oh, I love it. Oh, my sweet friend Anna, you're amazing. I just love you so much. I love you too, honey. So proud of you, by the way. So proud of you for opening your gifts. Very proud. Ashel, you do need to come visit. And I love you. Love you, love you. Oh, I love it. Hi, Sadie. Sadie said this reading is beautiful. Stephanie, you are such a light. Thank you for sharing your gift with us all. Oh my gosh, you guys are making me feel so good. Making me just feel all the love. All the love. Um, let's see here. Just saying if there's any, I wanted to make sure that I recognized some of your comments. But okay. All right, my friends. Well, as much as I would love to stay on, that just put me to my knowing point of where I need to be done and to get myself back to, I've got to cleanse and center myself. I do have my big event tomorrow night. So I try to keep myself, calm and centered and focused. But I knew tonight this message had to come through, and now I know why. So, and how amazing. So, Josephina, oh my goodness, my friend, what an amazing, I hope you realize how amazing you are and how just incredibly generous and very selfless that your grandfather was to give up his time, but more importantly, his energy so that, Haley could hear from her daughter and dad. So I think it's just a testament to their, how they were here when they were in the physical world, right? So all right, you guys. Well, if you want to purchase tickets for tomorrow night, then just you can message me or go to the website, and I'll watch for that too. So, all right, you guys. Much love, much light to you. Tomorrow is the 222 portal, so lots of amazing energy coming through. And I will see you guys hopefully next week or tomorrow night at my event. Okay, guys. Talk to you later. Bye bye.